So the city lacks a certain type of energy right now, but let's see if we can make it an interesting stream. How's it going, everybody? It's your guy, Steven. You know, Mr. Why Are You So Negative when everybody else is making the same videos. The economy is a big point of contention today, and a lot of things have happened in that economy in the last few days. And the shocking truth is that most of you guys probably think the economy is terrible. It's not, actually. Things are getting better slowly but surely, but don't tell anybody else on the news that, because they're going to tell you how bad it is, which spells trouble for Vegas, that's for sure. But we're out here on the Las Vegas Strip today, and we're doing a live stream, and we'll see if anybody shows up. Catherine in Colorado is the first one, hands up. Now that's on my app. Let me see if it's different on the YouTube app. I'm going to try so hard to be positive today. So hard. What's up, Danny? How you doing? Danny Blancas. That means that's Danny from Street Fighter, because it's Blanca from Street. No, I don't know. Hey, what's up, Travis? How you doing? Thank you so much for the in-person super chat the other day. That was cool. I appreciate it. Helps a lot. Not leaving Las Vegas. And let's see if we got a video going. There it is. Live video. Oh, we got good audio too. My goodness. I didn't buy the tripod or the gimbal the other day. I didn't. I realized that even if I buy the gimbal, it's still the same struggle, man. It's still like a microphone, too much stress on the gimbal. It's still going to have the same problems. So if I do longer streams, I'm just going to have to bring two gimbals and switch them out. What's up there? Kyle Russell from the UC. Kathy is here from Visalia, the place where the onions come from, or is that Vidalia? Susie Queen of eBay is here from Pennsylvania. Richard H is here. Stent placer. Are you a doctor? Do you place stents in people's bodies? That's pretty cool. How you guys doing out there? If there's anybody new in the chats, just say hello. Regina Pat's here. Paul L's here. Eric's here. That's coolio. I love it. Let's get some positive energy. I want to walk around this area. We'll go over to the high roller, see if it's busy down there. There should be concentrations of people and stuff. Hello from Houston, Texas. Jeffrey is here. If anybody's been following the saga with my electric scooter, here's what happened, okay? I was riding, and I don't know what happened, but my rim cracked on my electric scooter. It's a Segway 9-bot G2 Max. And I rode it home very, very slowly. It's a self-sealing tire. You're a cardiologist. That's killer. Ah, nice. I got the wealthy people watching as well as the regular folks like me. Cardiologists do well if you're in America. If you're in Canada, I guess you would make Canadian money. So I don't know how much cardiologist makes in Canada. Not as much as here, because the ones I talk to down here, they earn every penny because they're saving people's lives. Let me tell you that much. Anyway, so that day I rode the scooter home. I was trying to sort out whether or not the Segway, the company, was going to do a warranty. They refused to do the warranty. That wasn't the craziest part. It's a cracked rim. The craziest part was when the guy told me that they deem it from the photos fine to ride. Fine to ride? You're going to ride something where a part of the rim is cracked and it's a self-sealing tubeless tire, which means that could be a blowout. So that was a pain. I had somebody help out, and I didn't ask them to, but they did. And I got a wheel on eBay. Now, funny thing is, you got to buy the wheel if you're buying the motor of these scooters. So if you ever have a scooter that goes kaputski and it's the motor, you have to change the wheel, the entire wheel, which involves taking most of the scooter apart. Yeah, you gotta take the fenders off the back, and then you gotta take the whole entire plate off the bottom. You gotta take the controller out, and once you take the controller out, you unscrew some stuff, and then you gotta put the wheel on. You gotta take the wheel off, which is hard enough as it is without a proper chair. You know, I was using everything I could, hammering a pair of channel locks on there, trying to get the bolts to move. I finally get it all put back together. Great. Except now I realize that I have to get air in the tires. So I walk the 2.5 miles, 2 miles or so to the gas station, and I go up to the automotive car thing. You know, you put $2.50 in it, you get air, you get water, whatever you need for your auto needs. We got it. Swipe my card, put $2 in there. No, that's not even what happened. The first time I get there, the thing's already running. I'm like, woo, free air in my scooter tire. Except the scooter tire has stubby little valves because it's a scooter tire and the valves have to pass through the frame as it's going. Great, so I know the company gave me a valve extender. I'm not the most organized person. What did I do with the valve extender? So I go home and I try to find it. I can't find it. So I figure I'm gonna sleep on this. Can I sleep on it? Baby, baby, we'll sleep on it. Anyways, that's a Meatloaf song, right? And I wake up in the morning and I decide I'm gonna buy one on Amazon. And then I'm like, wait a minute, these have to be available at an AutoZone. And they are. Valve extenders are commonplace. You screw it on top of the air valve, you put your air hose on, you pump your thing up. So I go early morning to AutoZone, buy a pack of 4 of these things, and I take it right to the gas station and I try to fill the back tire. Turns out the way this tire works, you can't just fill the back tire that way, see? No, tubeless tires are a different type of technology altogether, so I can't put air into this tire. So I figure, okay, I can't put air into this tire because it's too deflated to take new air from this air source, so I might as well just fill up the front tire. So I press 45 on the machine, and it's supposed to fill to 45 if it's working properly whatsoever at all, and I put the valve extender on the front tire, and I start pumping the air into the tire. I can see the tire getting bigger. Wow, it was really low. No wonder I had a wheel problem. And then all of a sudden, stops filling. So why is it not filling? Now the front tire is completely deflated. Completely deflated too. So now I got a flat front tire and a partially inflated back tire, and I'm all out of ideas. I don't know what to do. So I go home and I go on Amazon, and I find that if you type in bicycle tire pump, all you're gonna find is cheap crap from China for $30 to $50 that are battery operated, made to go into your car, all this stuff, unless you do the old school thing, like you buy this. You remember the old thing from back in the day? You basically have to become Dig Dug. You have to become Dig Dug. Remember Dig Dug? He would pump the bad guys up and they would burst open. So the good news is it's only $20. The good news is it'll show up to my house between 12 o'clock and 3 p.m. that day. So I buy the pump because I ran this through Gemini, and I said Gemini AI, and I was like, what happened? I said, if it had punctured and popped and ruptured, would I have heard something? It says, absolutely, you would have heard something. So I'm thinking the tire probably didn't burst. The back tire is partially full, but it's just that the way these tubeless these tubeless sealing tires work, they actually have liquid in them too in case they get a leak. So I know nothing bad's really happened. So I get the pump, clip it on, set it to 45, start pumping it up, take my tire gauge. Within 20 minutes of struggling to try to find the right air pressure, because the cheap China crap air pump, it's still from China, it's giving me the wrong air pressure. But I fill it and I overfill it till it gets up to 55 psi, which is the max. But the roads are hot out here, and I have to watch for the max temperature. It's a cold temperature. You can't, and I don't want it to heat up when I'm on the roads. So I take my proper tire gauge that I have in my emergency roadside kit, and I start bleeding it just a little bit. Dang thing was fixed. No seal needed. Didn't need to I didn't have a slow leak. Didn't need any patch kits. Go back and I type in to the Google bots. I type in gas station air pump causes tire to be flat. Turns out gas station air pumps suck. They're garbage. Half the time, that valve has hit the ground so many times that they just have rotten, lousy seals on them. It also turns out that if you were to take like a key or something sharp and you unscrew the tire on a fully inflated scooter tire, because they're so small and compact, and you just press it a little bit, like that, freaking 10 pounds of pressure is gone in half a second. So those are incredibly fast to deflate on you. So I rode the scooter here. I'm happy, and it rides so much better now that I have the tires inflated properly, and it's good. What's up, Elvis the Prankster? I don't really gamble on the channel Elvis. There's a lot of really good channels. If you like gambling, Elvis, I suggest you go look at Pompsy. I think Jacob Orth plays slot machines. Pretty much, I am the one guy that doesn't gamble. I'm the one guy that sits there and actually talks and interacts with the audience. So let's go back and interact with you guys for a little bit, see what you guys have been saying to me. Well, we have almost no chats whatsoever, I guess. Okay, that's great. What's up, Dean is here. Stacy was making suggestions. Still not getting told by YouTube, Brett Payne says. I don't know, man. What I would say is what you might want to do is unsubscribe me and then resubscribe me and hit the bell and hit all notifications for everything that I do. Yeah, we got a Rangers hat going on. Go Rangers, go. How about them Golden Knights? No? Crickets, I went to sleep early last night. I wouldn't have any of it. I said, screw it. I went to bed at 9 o'clock last night. I'm not dealing with that kind of stuff. Sucked. Thanks for the live streams. You good, Nancy? Appreciate you. All right, well, we better walk and talk, I guess, because we can get it going here, I suppose. As always, just so you guys are fully aware, I have options to make money off these streams. Option number one is that I could put an ad in front of every single person that comes into this video. So all 209 of you would have seen an ad, and I can make a few bucks that way. The other option, option two, is that I don't do that, but YouTube will put ads on me later, so I'll never make a penny. So I do rely fully and wholeheartedly on your support. If you guys want to know how to support, I'll show you once at the beginning of the stream and once in the middle of the stream. And let's show you how that works right now if you decide you have the means to do it. And if you don't, the streams are always free and I still read your comments. That's important. This is our watch page on YouTube on a mobile device. Tap on the More button. You'll see this little light gray offset thing. The easiest thing in the world for you to do is just click on this button that says donate, notleavinglasvegas.com/donate. This is the easiest thing for you. If you have Zelle, PayPal, blah, 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 they're all listed in there. But the easiest thing for you to do one time, click on donate with PayPal. You don't need an account. You can put any amount. You want to buy Steven a Nintendo Switch 2 when it comes out, that's fine. Click on donate with debit or credit card. Put $5 in there, whatever you can do. We appreciate it. That's how you do it. Now, of course, in the Show More box, if I expanded it, I do have options for things like Zelle, Venmo, Cash App. We have Cash App and stuff like that. Yeah, Mudsharks doesn't see ads. I don't see any revenue from you, but you don't see ads. We see very minimal revenue. YouTube thinks they're doing us some big service by YouTube premium revenue. My last video has nearly 200,000 views, right? 200,000 views. It made like $38 in YouTube premium revenue. So you're only here to make money. Yes, Nakashi69, I'm only here to make money. You're right, Nakashi69. That's the only reason I do anything. Now, Nakashi69, when you watch your television stations, when you watch your NBA finals or your NHL finals, do you say the NHL is only here to make money, the NBA is only here to make money? When you watch a Super Bowl, do you say the Super Bowl is only here to make money? Why don't you reframe your question in the form of something that doesn't make you sound goofy? All right, so this is the Spanish Steps bar. We'll go and we'll walk this way a bit because I've been promising to show you guys the Mirage. You love my page? Thank you so much. You should get a cut from the, yeah, we do. $38 on 200,000 views. That's what we get. YouTube acts like it's a big, whoa, YouTube takes care of its creators. We give you YouTube premium revenue share. Yes, I pay for premium. Of course I do, brother. I watch only YouTube for the most part. That's not true. I watch Paramount Plus because I watch old Star Trek episodes. So we got our little thing over here. Okay, that's what you think it is. That's exactly what you think it is. That thing you're looking at there, that girl with their little Gucci clutch bag with all the stuff she needs to survive. That's what you think it is. That's what you think it is. It's exactly what you think it is. Say what you think it is. Say what you think it is in the chats, yo. What do you think that girl's doing on this trip? Do you think she's a tourist? $38. How many views came from YouTube Premium? They don't tell you that many. They don't break it down that granular. I wish they did. No, the video made like $540 and 38 of it came from YouTube Premium. Which is fine, man. I have Premium, dude. I'm doing the same thing to other creators. I ain't complaining. She's selling timeshares. Wah, 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 wah. That's the best answer. You guys want to go on a tour? $5, anything you want. Isn't that how it goes? All right, so they're doing something out here with the Caesars. Do we have wind noise? Is there wind? Is the wind problematic? Because I can put my wind muffle machine thingy on. Let me know. What do I get for $5? Anything you want, honey. Okay, cool. So they're digging up the ground here. I don't know what they're doing out here. I saw this the other day as I was driving down the strip. But it looks like, are they digging? Yeah, they're 100% digging the ground up here. You got the big concrete and stuff like that. 24/7 streaming is what all YouTubers will be doing soon. Well, in times of economic hardship, the advertising rates are the first things to drop, I'm going to tell you. It really is. She wants to talk to you about my car's warranty. I love it. Literally nothing slow about Vegas. Why are folks giving this Met? Okay, Lidge. I got my haters, man. Yeah, I got to be Taylor Swift with all you guys. All you enemies out there, enemies of my mind. Yeah, it looks like they're prepping for F1, but I don't really know what they're doing. Like, my best guess is this could be where they're building. I don't know. I'm sure it's been announced. Has anybody heard anything announced out here? No, you are hating, Lynch 81. You are hating. You're right. I'll probably get no donations on this stream, Lynch. I'm just a complete wacko. I've only lived here 20 years and worked on the strip for 12 of those. What do I know about it, Lynch? It's not the guitar, but the only thing I could even possibly think of, and I don't think that's what this is because there's still cars parked out here, is they promised to build Absinthe a permanent theater out on the strip. What else could it be? I don't know. Probably a Starbucks. Well, the day club, that's not a day club, it's Omnia nightclub. They can't build anything too tall because then they blast out the Omnia. So they are building a day club, is what you guys are telling me, huh? Because, I mean, these are... There's no base poured. This is asphalt. You can see. This is not a base of a building. See that? There's no base. That's just the parking lot. So we'll see what it comes of this, I guess. I don't see a base inside. This has been a parking lot for as long as I've been around, 20 years in this town. Go Knights, go. We'll see if they can pull a comeback out of their hats. Now with the way they're playing, they don't deserve to win. The Oilers are on a tear. They're just crushing everybody. Crushing everybody. It's so busy in Vegas. It's so busy in Vegas. Steven is lying. He's a liar. Okay. It's actually gorgeous weather today, too, by the way. Today is the day to be outside in Vegas. 76. They nailed that forecast, too. Boom shakalaka. You gotta love it. All right, Nakashi 69. You got my number, brother. You got my number. Nakashi 69 has sorted me out. He has sorted me into a little bucket. There you go. Yeah, it's really nice today. Gorgeous weather. Can't get better than this, man, I'm telling you. We get this a few days or weeks of the year, and then boom. Nakashi 69 sitting at home going, huh? Mom! This is Nakashi 69. Mom! Steven banned me from chatting. I don't understand. Mom! Tell him. You email him, Mom. You tell him. Ma, where's my Hot Pockets? What's up there, Patricia Garcia? It's cold here because the gusts of wind. Yeah, Rusty Shackelford. Oh, I love the King of the Hill reference, dude. Can't wait to see what they do with that in a few months when it comes out. That's going to be awesome.
I'd rather be ready.
What's up, Alex? Let's go Red Wings, haha. Treasure Island is still around. Yep. Yeah, it's pretty slow. I mean, it's Tuesday night. Tuesday night. It's so slow they wouldn't even kick you out if you sat here and drank a bottle of water you brought with you. I know, guys, for all of you longtime Vegas viewers, does this look slow to you? Lynch81 wants to know. Does this look slow to the Vegas veterans out here? What do you guys think? Is it busy right now or is it slow? Tell me in the comments. B or S or BS. I got a lot of people that say it looks pretty slow. I don't know. I guess the general consensus is that it's slow out here right now. It's that vanilla shake. It's that busier thing later. Busier later. BL. We're just going to put busy later. We've had that. It's always going to be busy later. It's always busy later. We had the same thing. Can't remember what event it was. It was like, well, it's only 5 o'clock. And then at 6, I'm like, it's only 6. Let's say it's only 5 o'clock. Wait till 7. So I'd wait till 6. And they'd say, it's only 6. Wait till 8. And then we wait till 8, and it'll be like, well, it's, you know, it's whatever. Whatever. Yeah, Lynch, I'm only walking down a $1 billion commercial development that is marketed to lure people in. There shouldn't be anybody here. Wait, no, there should be lots of people here. Let me correct myself. Only observe a 20-year local can let you know the real day, feel to feel. Yeah, for sure. EDC will be crazy. I'll be out on the weekend. I'm not going anywhere near that place. There's absolutely no reason to. This bird's just like, yep, it's busy. That's why I can just sit here and eat my food and just go right back to it. It's so busy right now that I can just... I love to see that. That's awesome to see that. In-N-Out will tell us a good tale. There is some kind of convention or something going on at Caesars. I saw people with nutritional supplement boxes. You want me to eat In-N-Out burger? I'm alright, bro. I haven't had In-N-Out burger since last September, actually. We had a problem with In-N-Out where their prices were going up, but their meat was getting smaller. All the portions were getting smaller. I don't know if that's solved or what. So In-N-Out's usually slammed to the brim. It's probably that way too, I would imagine. The WhatsApp numbers will tell if things are slowing down. Yeti says, Vegas for the win. Let's frickin' go. Whoa. Okay. Who's winning? Oh no, Dallas is winning. Man, at least you're going to have Edmonton come out of this alive into the next round. Let's see how busy In-N-Out is, because In-N-Out, whoa! Miss S, we can't say for your whole name, but Miss S used Cash App just now. Thank you, Ms. S. We do that for privacy reasons. Ms. S, thank you so much for the $10 to our Cash App. Do you want to identify yourself? Okay, so here's how busy In-N-Out Burger is. Okay. I've been out here, especially around like Christmas time. This place is so busy. The line goes out the door. You're good. Oh my. Oh my. How much is a number one combo? They don't have the combo. Oh, they're $11.40. So the number one, it's the double. That used to be 9:15 near my house. I'm not sure. Whoa! Mr. MK or Mr. M. Mr. M, thank you so much for $50 to our PayPal. I'm blown away. Oh, you guys are making the haters hate me even more. They're out there, they're like, Mom, he keeps getting donations and I told him he sucked. And for some reason, these people didn't listen to me, Mom. Mom, I'm writing a complaint letter to YouTube. Thank you so much, Mr. K, Mr. MK. They're like, Mom. They're raging. Gotta love it. This place is pretty busy. Go, go, go. Haters gonna hate. Gotta shake it off. Shake it off. Off. Lynch. Nah, Lynch. Lynch just told me that you said some nasty stuff too, Lynch. I just haven't silenced you yet because I don't like to do that unless they're kind of really getting on my nerves. And I try to be happy. Try to be nice to people. Try to be kind. Kill him softly with kindness. Mom's sending allowance. Calm down, Steven. No, Wall Street, you calm down. You're a towel. Tim says, boom, thanks for doing the stream. I'm here alone, and this live stream helps me get me through the evening. No, I think, Lynch, you're fine, bro. You didn't say nothing. I was getting you conflated with the other dude. Thank you so much. Hitting the like button. Huh. Is there anybody in mind for the high roller? I wonder if that is something. Sensational Freshies, I thank you for... She sent me $1 yesterday just randomly on Cash App. That one I can say your name of because she called herself Sensational Freshies, and Sensational Freshies is the anonymity. Anonymity. We got to watch our privacy, you know. New subscriber will be in Vegas first week of June. All right. Sounds fun. Rebel. 50 years to life for the Menendez brothers. What? I thought they were getting off scot-free or something. They're going to die in prison. Gym day. Yesterday was gym day. Actually, I thought I was going to die yesterday. It was not a good day yesterday. Well, it was a good day yesterday. What I ended up doing is I ended up increasing intensity on everything to a point where I felt so drained afterwards that I couldn't even function. I was sitting on the couch going, is there something wrong? Like everything in my body hurt. It wasn't hurt, it wasn't pain, it was soreness. You ever been you have the flu or you have COVID and your whole body hurts? It's terrible. So it was like my eye sockets down to my feet. And I never really had that. Thank you so much, Sensational Fresh. She said $1 for saying her name. And it was crazy. I don't know. I mean, it was nuts. James, I think I caught your COVID. Well, I had COVID a month and a day ago, so I've not been communicable for a while. So yeah, so yesterday I did a leg press, I did a incline barbell bench press, I did a cable seated rows. There's things I can't do because I had a distal biceps reattachment surgery almost 3 years ago. So there's things I can't do. And then I did a huge arm workout after that. And so I went home, I'm like, I'm dead. DED. I've always wanted to do Pilates. Oh, that's, I guess, good. Better than nothing. I don't know if Pilates is tough. I bet you I couldn't do it. Mandalay for the incredible pools. MGM or Mandalay. It's great. Stop being so overpriced. Greedy YouTube corporations are going to ruin... What? That's great. Stop being so overpriced, Vegas Mitch says. Greedy YouTube corporations are going to ruin that city. I don't know what that means. Maxi's opinion. I don't know. I've never eaten at Maxi's. Let's go take a look at Maxi's. Oh, well, it's so busy that Maxi's is closed. So we can't go and take a look. So it's so busy that even though they're supposed to be open today, they must have closed early because they were open at 8 and then they have no posted hours for when they closed. So there you go. I think you have to do low impact Pilates at first. I don't do anything low impact. Ever. Sorry. I'd be like, can I do Pilates Extreme? Trademark copyright. Let's do it. Nothing's worth doing in half measures. What do they serve? American style diner. You know, pancakes, hash browns, eggs. burgers and fries, bottles and cans, and just clap your hands, just clap your hands. Hi guys, David Snyder says, I'll be coming around to each of you to check your vaccine cards and make sure your shoes match your outfits. You know, my shoes kind of do match my outfit today, wouldn't you figure? Enjoy your walk, Steve. Off for dinner, but gonna like the video. Cool, thanks. Appreciate you. So I guess the Menendez brothers are screwed. Everybody was like, they're getting a new trial. It's so good. They killed their parents. One of the crime scene investigators, this is what I do know about the case. I don't know much. They said that one of the crime scene investigators, by the way, I only have 142 likes. I suck. They said the crime scene investigator that was there said that it was so much blood, he'd never seen anything like it. Or the mother was shot so many times, it was completely unrecognizable as a human being, basically. Menendez brothers. But they've had their murder sentences reduced. Somebody said 50 years. No, New York Post. Menendez brothers eligible for parole after serving more than 30 years behind bars. And Menendez brothers had their present sentence reduced. Maybe? I don't know. Now it says 50 years to life, making them eligible for parole. Okay, I guess. I don't know. Who cares? Doesn't matter. It's not me. I don't have a YouTube news channel. I don't make money off of rage baiting people into clicking on Menendez brothers videos. Shocking revelation today in the Menendez brothers. You will be outraged. And by the way, this video is brought to you by Birch Gold. Smart investors hedge their bets with Birch Gold. Right now, Birch Gold will give you $50 million in free gold. Is that how those videos go? It is. But now, back to the video. What could Vegas do to get more tourists? Well, I mean, they're only trying to cater to players right now. I don't think they can do anything. I think they trap themselves. Just use the code Steven. They look unhinged. I wonder if what they say is true, that they were abused. Who cares if they're abused? Unless their parents took a gun or a knife and attacked them, they have no recourse for taking somebody's life. That's not how it goes. They weren't even there when it happened. Are you serious? Oh, okay. Remember the cable guy? I think they were Asian. It's so funny. It's so hilarious. Weather check, it's 76 degrees out. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous weather on a chill, kind of laid back night here in Vegas. No, they purchased a movie ticket when it happened. I watch a lot of true crime stuff, and it talks from the investigator side of things. And when somebody has an alibi that's overly complex and complicated, and their alibi went something like this: we wanted to see the new James Bond movie, but there was 52 people in line, so we purchased tickets to another movie and attended a movie when it happened. They bought movie tickets. It doesn't mean they went to the movie. You know, I watched this one guy who killed his wife. He was a streamer. And what he did was he pre-recorded a stream and faked it. You can make it look like it's a live stream. So he was a video game player, right? He's a Twitch guy or something. He was streaming on Twitch. So he did a video upload and marked it as a live. So his audience thought he was live. And then he went out and killed his wife. And then when they said, what's your alibi? He said, I was live. Well, people noticed that he never answered a single comment. Like I'm answering your comments right now, and he typically did that. But on that only one stream out of hundreds of streams he had done, he never answered a single comment. So the police and the investigators, they requisitioned the logs from the Twitch people, and they found out that his live was not a live stream. It was simply an uploaded file using computer forensics, technological forensics. So they had him. His alibi was bullshit. He wasn't live streaming. He just recorded a live stream for 3 hours to make it look like he was live streaming, and then he went and killed his wife during the stream. Fish and chips. Roy, Ramsey's. Your donkey. Ramsey's has more people in it than In-N-Out Burger. What's up with that? It wasn't a looped video, it was a 3-hour long video. I could come out here and I could record this with my phone, and then I could go home and I could load it into something called OBS, which is completely free software. And then I could click play, and then I could click live. And then you would think you're watching a 3-hour long video that I walked around and recorded. Vegas is like a huge shopping mall, Pat. My wife was murdered while I was live streaming Nintendo Duck Hunt. Aha! Did you manage to shoot the dog, though? That's all that matters. Do I have a pedometer? Yes, I do have a pedometer. Or that's how the British say it, which is unsettling. Actually, it's probably not true. The British probably don't say pedometer, because that sounds wrong. I have a pedometer, yes. Whoa, Mike Lee. I can say his name. He's not going to be mad at me. Actually, I can't say his name. Damn it. I got to remember the privacy. Mr. M. Mr. M, $15 for good afternoon on Cash App. Thank you, Mr. M. Appreciate you. Thank you, Mr. M. Look at that sky. Is that rad or what? Yeah, everybody tried to shoot the dog. I don't believe you. We've all tried to shoot the dog in Duck Hunt. Every one of us! Haven't you guys tried to shoot the dog in Duck Hunt if you're old enough? You're over 40 crew? I'm sure you did. Lovely evening, Rick. This is a business for your local live streamer. Give a like and subscription and show their passion. It is time for a It's so late. There's no way. Dog shooter here. He was such a prick when you missed. He would come up and laugh at you. Who do you think you are, dog? How dare you? Clay shooting. Yeah, you can shoot clays too.
But we in the road. For a bitch with on the road. That is not part of the code. My spill is keeping it dripping and keeping it pimping. That's just how it goes. 7 in the cup, that's 1400. Met you with the pool on the ocean.
They figured we all wanted to hear that. That's good. What? The Golden Knights are facing elimination tomorrow? Get out of town. I know. Don't care. But it's a thing. It could happen. I don't understand most music nowadays, so, you know. There's the update on the Mirage. We slowly but surely have a tower starting to stick out from the ground. My husband and I watch your live streams because we always want to learn something from you about Vegas. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you, SNJT1000. I asked Grok3 to post a pic of me in front of my PC camera and said it can't connect. Right. Grok is not programmed to... Actually, Grok deletes your chats, too. They're like GPT will just remember everything about you. I'm sure you could turn that off. There's pros and cons to both. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Dirty Grok exists. I can't show it on this stream, that's for sure. Even though I got 500 people watching, I turn on Grok uncensored. Curses like a pirate. It's disgusting. I've heard, though, after the first 9 minutes of a YouTube video, you're probably okay. How is it to live in LV? I did a whole video nightmare on my channel a couple months ago. The truth about living in Vegas and nobody tells you, or something like that. I don't know. I mean, it's different, that's for sure. Do you think the guitar will be iconic? Oh, it's going to be iconic. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it a great deal. Owner of the lonely heart. So, do we have karaoke or just actual music here today? Probably just karaoke. How about retiring in Vegas? Could be good on arthritis. If you have medical stuff, you got to make sure there's a doctor out here for you. Nobody in there really. Well, a couple of people. Rich L from San Antonio. How can we spread the word of Mormonism? I guess you guys do what you do if you're a Mormon. I don't know. You guys don't want to get me started on that, so I won't. Woo-hoo! Yeah. There's lots of Mormons in Vegas, dude. The Depressed Ginger YouTube channel just posted the latest rendering of the A's LVSteven groundbreaking this June. Are they going to do a groundbreaking in June? The Depressed Ginger doesn't have any idea how Canadian politics works. So I don't really listen to him because I do know how Canadian politics works. And he says a lot of stuff that I know is untrue. So I don't know if I listen to him, but when that gets to that, we'll do a factual video on it. But there's no groundbreaking that I've ever had heard of. Maybe I missed the beat. Could have missed a beat. These look so good, man. I'm telling you, I gotta try this someday. They look fantastic. I'm eating dirty, so this would be the time to do it. Favorite food? Ah, man, I love Italian food, pizza, that kind of stuff. I haven't had a good fish and chips in about, I don't know, 2018, since I was in the Philippines, actually. No, that's not true. I went to the Water Grill. The Water Grill has fantastic fish and chips over at Caesar's Palace. They're very expensive. $50 for fish and chips, but it's like one of the most perfect versions of fish and chips I think you'll ever find anywhere. And you're at Caesar's Palace eating at the Water Grill, which is a famous place out of LA. Eating dirty, yeah, I'm just not. My diet's all over the map. This thing's getting big real fast. If you're out here about a month or two ago, whoa! Mr. K, thank you so much. We have to use the first initial for privacy reasons on YouTube, I've been told. Thank you, Mr. K, for the $25 to our Cash App. That is very generous of you. What do you think of Cassie testifying? Casey? I don't know anything about what that is. I'm sorry. I don't have a lot of time for pop culture. I wish I had more time for pop culture. I'd be a lot more interesting. Casey Anthony? I'm not safe, but I'm not well. Mr. K, if you want to see your name in the chats, you can go ahead and do that. Hey, what's up? Good, what's your name?
2024 Jay-Z.
How are you, buddy? Nice to see you.
Nice to meet you as well.
That's cool. The Jay-Z means something different, though, you told me.
What's up?
It's not Jay-Z the singer, it's something different.
No, yeah, it's my initials.
Oh, okay.
You know, and it
Wait, what's your last name?
I'm not putting it on there.
Well, okay, hold on. I don't want them to hear it. It starts with a Z?
My middle name does.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
So
Zelensky, I got you.
Yeah.
Sure,
Zeus, my mom named
Zeus, we'll just go with that.
Dude,
you gotta name your kid Zeus. That'd be the most powerful person in the company.
Wife and daughter. Back yonder.
Hi.
You know. But,
big hockey nut.
Big hockey nut.
What's your team?
Well, we're St. Louis.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So, but you know, it's I mean, you know, just a lot of stuff you say, I disagree with you on a lot of things.
That's okay.
You know, I mean, no, it just whenever you hear people say things, it's like, wow, I agree with that. I agree with that. I mean,
yeah,
you know,
it's all right. You disagree with me.
Oh, I do agree.
Oh, you do agree.
I agree.
I thought you were gonna say you disagree.
No,
I'm like, that don't matter to me. I don't care.
True.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just a stranger off the street. You know.
That's,
but no, I agree.
No, what I mean is,
stuff like that, you know?
I disagree with people all the time. They're still my friends unless they decide that they can't be my friends. Lately, lately people either disagree and disown you,
Yeah.
or they agree with everything, and I'm like, that's not the way to
I've
do
had a lot
it.
of family
You know?
like that, just cousins and random stuff, you know, that are
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh
yeah.
my God, how can you do that? How can you believe in this? It's like, well,
I don't know.
How life is.
Tell them you still believe in Santa Claus. Let them munch on
I
that.
don't know, Easter Bunny. come
That's
on.
right, man.
But, you know,
Well, that's
it's
cool.
good to meet you. Good to meet
Thanks,
you.
man. Nice
I
to
really,
see you.
You know, but that's so Toronto's taking it there. I know you said about your dad, you know,
Yeah,
big
yeah.
fan, and you know that's
Yeah.
fantastic. You know, if the Blues don't go, you know, it's like I think Canada needs it,
Yeah. Well, they need
You
it for
know?
therapeutic reasons.
of course.
Because Timbits and clubbing seals gets boring really fast. So, you know,
Funny as shit.
Yeah.
It's true though, you know. So
Canadians
take
in the
care.
chat. Canadians that don't know I'm Canadian are going to be mad at me now. They're like,
Oh, of course.
this asshole.
Well, you know,
all Americans are the same. I'm Canadian. Shut up.
it was
Anyways.
funny. We ran into these two ladies from the UK, and I took photos for them. I like to help people out and stuff like that, you know. I just took photos for them and stuff, and
Yep.
we were cutting up a little bit, and I said to my wife, I said, boy, if they're Canadians, they would have thrown a fit off of what I said. You know?
Oh,
It's
well.
like, you
Not
know,
all of them, but some of them.
Well, no, ones that are here, they're scared. They're scared of us, you know.
Some
How
of 'em.
often do you see
Not
it?
all
Like,
of
right now, though, with all the, as they call it, tension. I don't see any tension,
No.
you know.
It's true.
just, you know, the sky is falling. Chicken Little, Chicken Little.
That's true.
You know, so.
There you go,
all right.
man. Well, you have a great
Take care,
one.
buddy.
Thanks, man.
Take care.
Thanks so much. That was 2024 Jay-Z. Let's go into Casino Royale. I ain't scared. Don't be scared. How's that square dance? Square dance. Don't be scared. I don't know the rest of the line. Don't be scared. You don't burp a do. It's an Eminem song. Their drilling begins. The drilling begins. Okay, good. Let them build a baseball stadium. I won't go. I find. Does anybody find baseball boring? Okay, baseball. B for boring, E for exciting. Go in the chats. Type of B for boring or E for exciting. Either way, if you find it exciting, I'm really happy for you. B for boring, E for exciting. What do you think? Okay, I got a boring, I got an exciting, I got a boring, I got an exciting. B for boring for baseball, BBB. Ooh, boy. Oh, my. Oh, my goodness. I actually, no, that's not true. I'd go to the Jays in Vegas, but I'm not going to pay the tickets. They're going to want to price it at a huge amount, I guarantee you. So, yeah, I'm not going to pay the prices they're going to command. I can tell you right now, they're going to command a pretty penny for those. Baseball is kind of a smart person's. No. Yeah, thanks, Mike, for the insult. What a dick thing to say. Yeah, oh, baseball's an intellectual's game, is it, huh? Yeah, it's really hard to understand baseball. Man hits ball, man runs base, man runs 3 bases, gets home run. So difficult. Well, there's 'cause there's 4 strikes and 3 balls, right? Come on, man. Come on, man. If baseball wasn't a little boring, then Major League Baseball wouldn't have changed the game to speed it up a few years back. You know what I'm saying? So they even by their own admission admitted the games are a little too long on television. So if you like baseball, I'm excited for you, man. You guys will have another reason to come to Vegas. That's awesome. I think that's great. You only respect Power Slap. If you guys don't know Power Slap, it's this brutal thing where these guys with like bare hands and fists smash each other in the head as hard as they can until one falls over. It's absolutely brutal. I can't even sanction it. Like someone's gonna get a death or something. Oh, I'm sure, Mike. I mean, look, man. Baseball's this game of strategy like anything else. I was just saying it moves a little slowly for me, and you took it to me not being smart. So it's cool, man. I'm happy you like it. I was just saying it moves a little slow, and then you insulted me. So if you want to insult me, you expect me to sit here and bend over and go, please, sir, give me some more. Please, sir. And can you kiss me while you're doing it? Because I like to be kissed when I'm effed. Is that what you expect? That's a gorgeous shot right there, isn't it? Look at that. That's so nice. I love it. I love that shot. Iconic. Can you buy me dinner? Because I like to have somebody buy me dinner before they F me. All I was saying is a little bit slow. It's a little bit slow for my liking. That's all I was saying, brother. Can you give my mom, Mary Jo, a shout out? Mary Jo just had her birthday last week, I think it was. Mary Jo was what, 103 or 106? Mary Jo is awesome. She's diehard. She's diehard. She's awesome. I love that she's watching. Thank you so much, Mary Jo, for watching. Oh, man, how much does a beer cost on Fremont Street from the convenience stores? You can get what beer? I think they're like $6.95 or something at the ABC store. Skeleton of the Mirage. It is something else, ain't it? Look at that. We'll zoom in a bit. Of course, man, the Shadow knows, and I know. The Shadow knows, and Steven knows. I wouldn't forget that. There's Treasure Island. Somebody wanted to know if it was still up and running. Of course it is. It's right there. Oh, I was watching that Norma Jelly lady the other day, yesterday. She's doing a live stream. She's doing pretty great, man. She gets so many super chats because I don't know if she answers questions unless she gets them. Look at this, a free tumbler. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is like boss. Look at this. What do you guys think? This is like brand new practically. It's probably got like syphilis on it or something. What do you think? What do you think the STDs I'm going to get by touching this are? I'm not taking this home. Somebody, if it wasn't used, yes. Because this is actually kind of quality. It's actually a high quality tumbler. But somebody drank out of it, and there's like tooth marks on the straw. But I'm not taking it, but that's cool. Take it to Goodwill. No way. I'll let somebody who's homeless get it. I don't think it's worth that. I don't think it's worth the health. I'm a bit of a health anxiety guy, so I ain't going to do that. I left you a free drink. It's a little yellow. Oh, okay. Clean it with bleach. Nah. I think we'll mitigate our risk on that one, ladies and gentlemen and ladies. Yeah, so I was watching Norma. She's pretty good. I mean, I see why y'all love her so much, I guess, you know. She got that, she gets a lot. The thing is, I answer everybody. So then, you know, sometimes I don't get the donations, but she only answers most of the donations because she gets so many, so that's how she has to answer. It's wild, dude. I never seen somebody give that much support. I'm so proud of her for making her own economy and living in it. Good for her. That's good for her. I touched it. Then I licked my hands, and then I rubbed them all over my you-know-whats. Which, I mean, I just wanted to make sure I get the full Vegas experience. We have a dishwasher. We don't use the dishwasher. Whoa, Mr. M. Mr. M sent $10 for the $10 haters to our Cash App. We'll call him Mr. M or Mr. F. Mr. MF. He was a bad MF. But I'm talking about Shaft. Well, that's okay then. Are they doing construction on the Venetian? No. If you're referring to that, that's been there since 2008. Those cranes are not going anywhere. They will be there until the nuclear holocaust falls out on Vegas and hits everything. I'm not safe, but I'm not well. Mr. MF. If you want to say your name, thank you so much. I'm doing that for anonymity reasons. But I'm talking about Shaft. Well, that's fine. No problem. Sorry, my bad. I know it says, damn right, that I can dig it. Well, that's not true either. That's not true. Somebody said it's 3 to... Whoa! Mr. J paid $10 to our Venmo. Thank you so much, Mr. J, to our Venmo. That's not true either. On Fremont Street, they have The casinos, if it's in a glass container, you can't take a glass container out to Fremont Street. But in the case of the ABC store, everything's in a plastic or metal container, so you can take that out into Fremont Street. If you do happen to find yourself with a glass bottle, you have to empty it into a party cup that's at the exit of all of the casinos that exit out to Fremont Street. I see where a bunch of military men were taking a drink of the water, then spitting it in another soldier's mouth. That is the gayest thing I've ever heard of. That's gross. Like, that sounds like a homosexual weird thing to do. Like, who does that? That's weird. A bunch of grown-ass men spitting water into each other's mouths? Like, I'm not a homophobic person. That just sounds like a gay thing to do. Bitcoin conference. Cool. I hate to get it by some mook. What does mook mean? Is mook racist, guys? Did David say racist thing? I don't know. Booty meat says stop it out. I'm Christian too. I live in the real world though. Yeah, don't ride an e-scooter on the strip. I've seen a few streamers do it. I have one. Mine goes 22 miles an hour. It's not the same as that guy that just passed in a mobility scooter. Maybe it's a military hazing thing. I don't know. No, mook is not. Okay, I don't know what mook means. I try to enunciate my words. I don't use a lot of contractions. I'm like a hybrid version of Peggy Hill and Data from Star Trek. Does anybody get that reference? Those two references. But I try not to use contractions, and I try very, very hard to enunciate my words. I've seen two ladies on the strip plowing through people on the strip. That is bonkers, dude. Sing an Italian song, dude. Sing me a song, you're the Italian man. Star Trek. Well, Data, Lieutenant Commander Data does not use contractions until, I think in Picard he might. And then Peggy Hill does not use contractions. Her mother was a weird grammar N-word. Not, see what I did there? N-A blank I, the thing I can't say on YouTube because of censorship. N-A blank I word. Grammar blank. Do I think in theory? No. Ethereum should have had so much better of a future, but it didn't. Oh, we're doing a hard fork. Proof of stake. Everybody's going to be rich. No. The people that were rich were the ones who could, stack 64 Ethereum and be the validators. I mean, Ethereum in time, maybe it's like the de facto choice for smart contracts. There's so many more crypto projects now. I'm not an investment person. I would say the one investment you could do is to buy dollar cost average Bitcoin every week, but even then, Bitcoin pumped, so it's now up to $105,000 today, apparently. It's a little slow. I liked your video on the casinos doing leasebacks. Cool, I need to make one tomorrow. I'm going to have to come out and film tomorrow. So I'll get that done. I'll do something tomorrow. Steven, if someone bet you $100,000, what would you drink? Would you drink some of that? I'd drink that water in a heartbeat. I have no problem. I'd do it for less than that. Sing Our Lady Peace. Our Lady Peace is going to be downtown, yeah. Well, I had somebody here, because I do Bitcoin, if anybody wants to donate Bitcoin. I'll show you this once at the beginning of the stream and once in the middle and then never again. So don't quit on me now, okay? But if you guys want to know how to contribute, see where I have my name, my title, and then my name of my channel. It says more underneath my finger. If you go there, you'll see this gray box. Well, you can actually click on this to go to PayPal if you don't have a money app. You don't need a PayPal account, but click on more. And I have all this down here, and I have Bitcoin. And the last stream, somebody was complaining that my Bitcoin wallet's not compatible with Coinbase. It's like, no, Coinbase is not compatible with most things. Sorry, I use Cash App. It's like a plain Jane Bitcoin wallet. But Coinbase has like Lightning Network and Bitcoin this and Bitcoin that. And it's so confusing to me. You know? Wonder how many international players will come to the What's Up. Probably everybody. What is 311's down? I'm sure everybody will come to World Series of Poker. International travel is not a thing no more. You know, like back in the day, everybody's like, "Oh, the international travel is down, the flights are canceled." That was COVID times. Read these books: The Bitcoin Standard, The Price of Tomorrow, Check Your Financial Privilege Slowly, Then Suddenly. Cool. I'm gonna wait till the dollar crashes and I'll buy them up. What, the dollar? Interesting. That pit bull has so many scars on his face, that poor doggy. You're gonna buy the dollar when it dips, crashes. Okay, I don't know. Is that good, guys? Should somebody buy the dollar when it dips? How's the trading going? VIX is getting crushed, cashing in these days. The market's back at like 20. It's like at 21,300 today or something crazy. I've been focusing more on being consistent, whether it means consistently losing for small amounts, getting out and walking away. I have 2 days of wins in a row. They're very small wins. I'm moving towards where I can graduate the account to take payouts pretty much daily. But I'm trading small. I'm trading smart. I'm not trying to hit home runs, and I'm proud of myself. I've had the same account now and have not broken it for a month and a half, which is a very long time for somebody at my level. I'm just a newbie trader 1 year in. You know? Do you think the Canadian dollar will go up? No, I don't think so. Not particularly. I don't know if you want me to explain that statement, but I'm Canadian by birth. I would love to see Canada thrive and the United States thrive at the same time, but I don't know. Snoop Dogg is playing the BC Lions Canadian Football League pre-game concert on June 7th. You know as an artist that you've made it when you're in Vancouver playing to ravenous CFL fans. Well, here's what's probably going to end up happening is that the United States economy is going to roar really, really hardcore. And it's very much, if you have a choice to move your company to Canada than the United States, you don't want to move to Canada right now. Do you guys want to know why you don't want to move your company to Canada right now? Say yes in the chat. I'll explain it briefly. When the casino starts slashing fees and allow free parking again, then maybe it's time. Now it's a no. Yeah. Well, here's the problem, okay? Mark Carney is the Prime Minister of Canada, and he has been on record publicly saying that if you want to do business in Canada, you will pay dearly to do business in Canada to become carbon compliant with Canadian rules and regulations if he's elected. So he's outlined a several-year period where they're going to make it very, very difficult for companies to do business in Canada unless they spend hundreds of millions in some cases, not all cases, but a ton of money for large multinationals to set up shop in Canada and be carbon compliant. We don't have that here, and I think we also have a lower corporate tax rate. So let's say you're a German company and you make stuff. Your choice is to come to the United States, possibly deal with higher tariffs on imports, but not pay carbon taxes and have a lower corporate tax rate. So because of that, I don't know that as many businesses will be investing in Canada as the United States. Does that make sense? I think I'm saying it in a more succinct way. Now we got crypto chats. My goodness, how do we get here, huh? I mentioned true crime. Oh, I don't even know the names of the channels. They just pop up in my feed. The last one I saw was this guy who pretended like he was at home the whole time when his mother got offed, and it turned out he wasn't at home. He went down to like the shoreline, and they had his GPS on his phone, but he had this real complicated. It's quinceañeras, by the way. That's what these are, I believe. It's got to be quinceañeras, right? Because the girls are like 15 or so, and they're Hispanic, and that's a Hispanic thing. The future is in China. China. I can't believe I said China. The future is in China, not Canada. I don't know. Who knows, man? Moving away from crypto chat, what type of setup do you use for your stream? I use an iPhone 16 Pro Max, and I use an Anchor Soundcore, Anchor Soundcore, that's a speaker. I use an Anchorwork microphone setup, and I use a Insta360 Flow Pro gimbal. What's the best way to move from Las Vegas to Canada? Is there opportunities in the job market? Not probably, unless you have a specialty. You would have to get an American employer to hire you and sponsor your visa. And then you'll have a temporary work visa, which you could graduate in time to a green card, possibly, maybe. Depends. H-1B visa program is how that works. So the other option for you to come to the States is to have enough money to invest in a franchise. There are franchise companies, brokers, that will find franchises for you to buy, and then you will be employing Americans, and then you will be fast-tracked to permanent residency. On the 545, we're talking about working and living in the United States, so you certainly do need to have an H-1B visa, or you need to have ownership in a company to a certain dollar amount on the 545. Oh, if that's what you say, okay. Yeah, there's a special. Okay, sure there is. You're the boss. I don't know. It's the first I ever heard of it. What's up from Orange County, baby? Future is after changes as time is a measuring of what? The future is after changes as the time is the measuring of change. That sounds like a song quote. Okay, on the 545, you're right. It's so easy for them to come here. That's why there's none here, and they don't really work here. You do have a 6-month visa waiver where Canadians can come in on their passport. You can get a bank account here, but you can't earn income on it. There's no way in hell that you can earn income on it, especially under this administration. Yeah, you could also buy $1 million green card, I think it is, or something like that. Pretty chill night out here, man. Oh, Canada, our home and native land. True patriot love and all thy sons command. I'll pause there and say that. I say sons because it was sons, and then they woke up. They made it woke and then said in all of our command, but they changed the Canadian national anthem. Whoa, look at that. Oranges. $27.99. You're wrong about Canada's industrial carbon tax. It's the type of carbon tax that many other countries do, including the EU. These countries make it difficult to trade with countries without the carbon tax. It's not all bad. Well, Kyle Booth, thank you for the $30, $28 Canadian super chat. I don't want to sound rude, but if it was really great for Canada, the Canadian economy would be roaring right now. That's my take. But I really appreciate your support in getting that message out to me. And thank you so much. And I probably would have read your comment either way. I would have read it without you giving me money. I mean, if it was a good tax, then why did Mark Carney, the first day he was interim prime minister, have a Donald Trump style ceremony where he paused it? You know? Like, why would he do that? Because it's not all bad. So it's O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot of and all thy sons command.
Which side is it on?
Far, far, from far and wide we see thee rise, our true north, strong and free. That's not how it goes. I forgot the lyrics. Wow. Terrible. It's been 20 years. Bar, I can't read every comment, brother. The super chat's 100% I can. If somebody does a Cash App or a PayPal with a comment, 100% I can. But I try to read most of the comments, brother. I do my best. Do I gamble? Not really. I'm not a gambler, and I'll be the first to admit it. There's some great gambling channels on there, but not me. I did it last week a couple of times. We lost $5 and we won $7, so $25 in, $27 out. Won $2. This is the best part of the strip right here, I'll tell you what. You want to hear something funny about Canada, everybody? Do you guys want to hear something funny about Canada, everybody? Say yes in the chat if you want to hear a very interesting fact that I verified. It's true. Man, I've been watching a stream for years. Me and my wife mentioned during a live stream we got masks on St. Patty's. Cool. Well, Canada has a carbon tax, and it's to try to clean up the environment. But Canada only produces a very small fraction of the CO2 gas in the world because it's a very sparsely populated country when compared to the landmass. And there are enough trees in Canada to actually offset all of the carbon emissions in all of Canada. So Canada's already like a carbon neutral country. It's already carbon neutral right now because of the trees. So if you forget your your middle school basics, trees take in carbon dioxide and clean it and convert it to clean oxygen. With enough trees, you're able to offset all the carbon emissions. Thank you so much, Kyle Bow. He paused the consumer carbon tax. He accelerated the industrial carbon tax. Two different taxes. Canada is doing bad, not because of carbon tax. You're right. That's why all the businesses are moving to Canada. I don't know. It's too much above my pay grade. I'm a dumb YouTuber. I'm a tripod. Self-depreciating humor. I'm a walking tripod, folks. Don't listen to me. I don't know anything. I don't know nothing about nothing. There's Resorts World. I miss her. Shut up and show us a strip, you freak. All right. Oh wow! So SC, hey SC, how you doing? SC's been donating crypto to me. So check this out, SC. I'll just go over it again. The other day, on my stream, this guy said, you know, your crypto wallet doesn't work. Your Bitcoin address is invalid. It doesn't work with Coinbase. And I don't know much like you do, SC, about it. I said, well, I don't know. Somebody's been sending me. I'm a pleb. I'm a normie, so I just use the cashapp wallet. I said I think it's just plain Jane crypto like Bitcoin. I don't think it's special. I said the problem with Coinbase is they have all these different offshoots of Bitcoin. So if you're sending me the wrong type of crypto, but my Coinbase is locked because somebody was trying to compromise it last 2 weeks ago. So somebody was sending me money and they had there's like this $1 million crypto wallet, and I've had a few transfers and they're from different places, so I don't know who's who. It's like, man, I got a legit crypto millionaire watching me. That's pretty awesome. I really appreciate it. And I don't know, there's been like 5 people send me Bitcoin. It could be any one of them, you never know. Aim for connection, every world will resonate. Super chat equals bullseye. Ha. Anywho, let's go over. Man, there's nobody out here, dude. Oh wow. Luke's is open. Okay, good. All this stuff is at least open today. Jets scored. All right. Go Jets, go. Fight. The good fight, Winnipeg. Kyle Bow says Canada is doing bad because it's decided to effectively euthanize its biggest industry, oil and gas. Just a virtual signal environmentally. I don't know if that's any different than the carbon tax because I don't know how many oil and gas exploration companies wanted to have to deal with those. But good point, Kyle. Thank you for the super chat. Well, to be fair, this part of the strip right here is never necessarily that busy. But the real test will be TI because it's a kind of a medium-priced hotel. Self-custody, cold storage wallet, yes. I have $127 of crypto. I'm not worried about my wallet being hacked. But yeah, for sure, when you get to a point, you have to have a hardware wallet. You have to have your keywords and your biometrics and your this and your that and your everything. It just said, oh, you sent me something? I didn't see anything. Thank you so much, though. I'll wait till it comes in. You're awesome. The Melaleuca convention, I'm getting text messages from Melaleuca. My gosh, it's been years since I got involved in that business. No way. Crazy. Thank you so much, SC. I'll wait till it comes in. I didn't see nothing, but I'm sure it's on its way. Sometimes it takes 20 minutes. I don't have a new one. It's just the same one you've been using, brother. Same one, same one. I'm not going to change stuff, man. I'm not a crypto channel. There's like 5 people that watch me that have crypto. Pretty woman, Mark is wondering. Melaleuca's oil is good. Yeah, the company, I got roped into it with some guys, and they were trying to get me to build a team with you guys, and it just wasn't. I don't know. I probably could have done well if I worked it harder. My problem is I give up in life. It's no way to be. Pretty woman walking. What's wrong with Melaleuca? Nothing. Their products are very good, although a little expensive for somebody like me and my wife, which is only 2 of us. But they're a great company. They're American. They work out of Idaho. They have beef now, like really good beef. Nothing wrong with the products. It's the network marketing. It's an oversaturated network marketing plan that's been around for 40 years. If you got into it on the low end of it, you'd be a millionaire. Absolutely, you would. I'm here, SC brother. I'm not going nowhere, dude. You like cats, so I know you're a good person. Yeah, man. If you can work a network marketing company, you can make lots of money. I like doTERRA now. It's so good to be combinations. There's a lot of the network marketing companies are good if they have a good product, and I've been involved in a few, but quitters never win, and I would always quit. That's why I haven't quit day trading in a year, because I know when it breaks the dam, it'll be life-changing for my family. But I still have the membership fees to invest in stuff, and then I'm trying to make money for my family and my day job, and so I just didn't have the ability. I'm also not a very good networker. People would not think it. Not a very good networker. Do they have voice and no loitering in Vegas? Oh, dude, there's lots of performers. We passed some performers earlier. It's just slow tonight, so performers don't come out if they can't get tips. You know what I'm saying? That's why. That's one of the reasons why. TI. I wonder what they're going to build here where the Senior Frogs was. So we got asked nicely to leave the other day. Let's see if they do the same thing tonight. Reasonable, nice lady about it. It's a nice change of pace, actually. This is the Valley area. Oops, weak network. Dang, weak network, huh? We did okay up until now, and then the network went upside down on us. Tonight. There you go. I tried smelling Scentsy once. What's that? Is the CVS at TI same prices? Oh yeah. Whereas Kool-Aid Man would say, oh yeah. Whereas Macho Man, who I think was also Kool-Aid Man, would say, oh yeah.
May freedom forever fly. Let it ring. Salute the ones who
It's really nice weather. Like the wind has died off. We had 45 mile an hour wind gusts yesterday. It's pretty epic. It's really nice tonight. Light breeze. That's all we got going on. Oh, musical. Yeah, every single stream I get 20 copyright claims. Every single stream. So I was having this conversation with somebody today. It's like streamers, they don't make money off streams, like live streams, unless they're sitting at home playing video games, and then you control all the copyright stuff. We don't make money off these streams unless you guys contribute, which is fine if you don't. I'm still here for you. But yeah, because what happens is YouTube, my options are to put ads in front of everybody who comes in, and I would make $10 maybe. It's not worth it, because then I would annoy all you guys and you wouldn't want to sit through an ad to start my stream. Or I get a copyright claim after, and then YouTube throws an ad on top of it, and then the artist gets money. So if I have a stream that makes 10,000 views, I can make $50 to $100, but YouTube takes all that revenue and gives it to the artists. So we do the donation thing. Sometimes people do, sometimes people don't. I was at Caesars yesterday by 10 a.m. All the lounge changed to take it, so we left. It's really busy on Sunday. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you might think that the ad is worth it, but the reality of that is that I would have much fewer viewers, especially when there's 5 streams going all at once. And I don't blame them. I don't want to watch an ad to start a live stream when there's 5 other people streaming. I can go watch their streams. You know what I mean? Seth thinks Vegas is a total ripoff. How so, Seth? Love to hear your thoughts further on that. Could you do no audio? Put script. What? No audio? No. I have to live interact with people. So I don't know how that works. Oh man, you can't see. Oh, they got rid of them. My goodness, did they ever? So on the other side of the fake monk, we had the Siegfried and Roy statues, and they've been completely erased. Thank you, Billy V. Appreciate you for the $5 super chat. So I can't believe that they've completely got rid of the Siegfried and Roy statues. I hope they incorporate them somehow into the Hard Rock, but I don't know how it would fit. What's up, Tobin? How you doing, buddy? Have I ever thought of being a tour guide? Oh yeah, I've had lots of people suggest that to me. There's this guy in London who does guided tours for $1,000 a person, or an hour or something. I don't know. But he's got, well, that was years ago. He had 750,000 followers. There's Jacob. He does guided tours. I think he charges like $500 an hour or something. He's out here if you want to spend $500 on a guided tour of Vegas. He'll take you on one. I've had some people float some ideas out to me. I figure when the channel's larger and I'd actually have an audience for that kind of stuff, maybe. But then I feel like those are some really high prices. Good, they're going to the Neon Museum. That's great to hear. Thank you for the update. Good stuff. Let's pull our telescoping thing on our gimbal up. See if we can get over the side here. Whoa, thank you, Mr. R. Mr. R did $20 to our PayPal. Thank you so much, Mr. R. Appreciate you. Get a tour bus. Yeah, no, somebody amazing sent me an email for a really cool Mercedes-Benz tour bus. $102,000. Good investment, I guess, if you got the audience. There's your over the fence view of what's going on at the Mirage. So I don't know what the rate of return on investment would be for that kind of thing. $102,000. I imagine it's more with the financing. But yeah, how long do car loans go? 5 years or something? So you're paying $20,000 a year. So you'd have to try to turn a profit off that. So then what would you have to price a tour at? How many tours would you have to provide? And even then, you're still working a job. You're still just an employee. You're serving your customers that way. You see what I mean? It's cool. tell you, we got some nice roads out here because of the F1. You're full of Vegas knowledge. People would love to be able to cruise around with you. I'll tell you what's a really good value if you want to have a huge amount. That guy almost hit me. Huge amount of Vegas knowledge. The big bus tours, $35. $35. Those guys are great tour guides. That's what you're competing against. Maybe I get more viewers if you show the stadium being built. What stadium? The A's stadium? There's nothing to show. I showed it twice this weekend. Good suggestion, Bert, but there's nothing to show. And it's very niche. Not enough people give a damn. Trust me. I could make a whole video and do a nice job, but I'll get 5,000 views. But, scream about the economy, and then people bless you with 100,000. Crazy, right? At least they lit this one up. Sometimes they don't light these up, and they become like Stabbyville. You don't want that. So I wonder what F1's going to do with all this out here, with all this construction. Whew. You guys are getting views that even I can't see unless I watch my replay. That's a big old fence.
We're just on the pattern.
F1 is making money for Vegas? I really wish they would release the data. They don't release the data. They're also not releasing the Oakland Athletics financial data, so we don't know where everybody sits in terms of profitability. So they kind of like, well, your public doesn't need to know these things. Tick Segerbroom or whatever his name is, or one of those guys actually had the nerve. No, it was Steve Hill. Steve Hill is the head of the LVCVA, and when asked about the athletics finances to build the project, he said, well, there's some things the general public generally doesn't need to know. I'm like, brother, you just gave $360 million to this project. I think the general public does have a right to know if it's our money. Okay, we got to address this because big fan seems... What do you have to say about Canadians who are not happy about President Donald Trump coming to Alberta next month for the G7? Guys, what do you guys say to Canadians who are pissed off because Donald Trump's going to Canada for a G7 summit? What do you guys say? Tell me in the chats. Tell me in the chats what you think. Because I'm not going to be drawn into that one. I'm not baited. I think everybody needs to focus more on their families and themselves, less on what politicians do, because the politicians don't control us. We control us. We control us. Right, guys? Do you guys have total control of your life? Does whoever the president of the United States is party is red or blue, does that make a difference to you? Not really. What do I think the headline will be if Vegas is eliminated from the playoffs? This just in, people in Edmonton have another reason to be interested in stuff. And by the way, the vote, the Vegas Golden Knights are eliminated, but there's 1,000 things happening in Vegas. This just in, there's still stuff to do in Edmonton, whereas there's always things to do in Vegas. Something along those lines. There's still something happening in Edmonton, and there's always something happening in Vegas. I love the colors this camera's giving me today. It's great. Wow, so nice. I'm telling you, man. Hopefully your view looks as good as my view does. Hey Steven, Frank and I are curious. Why do I walk against the traffic? Because if I walk closer to the street, I can show you stuff on the street more, like across the street, because this is boring. So if I'm walking against the traffic over here, you guys get an unobstructed view of the more interesting stuff in most cases. 92 days to Vegas, cool.
Yeah.
No worries. I'm happy to make the content for you guys. It's good stuff. This thing is going away. I think it's pretty cool. They should keep it here. What's up, Charlie? I'm good, buddy. Have I been to the new shopping? Sure. It's not open yet. The Boulevard, we're there. Yeah, ABC store in Puma is open. Should be opening in phases later on this year. It's a great looking thing. It's too bad it's in disrepair and they're getting rid of it. Where is everyone? I don't know. The economy's not bad right now per se, but people think it is. I think that keeps them away a little bit. Like a G6. That's a great music video. Oof, my feet's killing me. It's an average Memorial? You mean Memorial Day? It's not Memorial Day though till the end of the month, right? So typically this intersection's full of people, but a little slow for a Tuesday. Am I a Bills fan? No, you're gonna hate me. I'm a Niners fan, but I don't really watch sports aside from hockey, NHL. Not a fan. Stopped watching boxing when Manny Pacquiao stopped fighting. And the calls just kept getting more and more controversial, especially out here in Vegas where nobody was ever happy with the outcome of a fight. So, I stopped watching that stuff. And I just try to do my thing and work and learn. And did they have a jersey on Caesar? Gosh, it took them long enough. Maybe that's why they weren't winning. Good catch. Although the font is so wrong. What is that all about? Still. I'm from Toronto? No, I'm not. I'm not from Toronto. Nope. I'm from another Canadian city. Grew up near Toronto in a Canadian town where every year the Buffalo Bills would almost win. Poor Jim Kelly sitting there going, I don't know, man. I'm like Dan Marino, but not as good. Do you know what they're building there?
Oh, he knows. Hey, Eric.
Yeah.
What are they building right there?
Extension to this, like a day club.
Gotcha. Thank you. So everybody who said this was going to be a day club is right. It's an extension to Omnia.
Swimming pools, a stage for concerts.
That's cool. Thanks. Swimming pools and stages for concerts. So that's what EC is. So that's what it was. It's a day club after all. You guys who said that in the original first like 20 minutes of the stream were completely right. Good on you. You nailed it. Meanwhile, Absinthe is still in a tent waiting for that promised theater they said they would build during COVID reopening. It's kind of crazy. Why am I doing that song? Are day clubs for the 55 plus car club? They can be for anybody, bro. But I'm going to be honest with you. They discriminate over who gets to go in. They'll pull people from the line and deny others. It's a known thing in Vegas that nobody wants to admit happens. So they're looking for the Marilyn Manson crowd. Yeah, the beautiful people. They're looking for the beautiful people. That's what they're looking for the most part. You know, it just is what it is. Yeah, good call to whoever said that. That was smart. Marilyn Manson's terrible live. He's like 58 years old or something. Go look up Marilyn Manson concert. That's like just somebody filming with their phone and you'll see why. He's not as relevant as he used to be back in the day. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. Fast food sounds really good tonight to fill out my calories. I've already had over 100 grams of protein for the day, so I could probably take the night off of cooking my quesadillas and get some McDonald's food in me. As long as I hit 3,000 for the day, I'll be good to go. I'll be golden. It's not emo. I mean, he's full-blown satanic. You know, messed around with Anton LaVey and all that kind of stuff. So I can't really listen to it anymore. Because what goes into my ears and my eyes goes through my heart and comes out my mouth. That's biblical. I won't get there with you guys, but that's the way I look at it. You saw Marilyn Manson back in the day. Looks like he was on something. Probably he was, unfortunately. What protein did you eat to get over 100 grams? Oh, dude, I'm lazy. I finally bought protein powder at Vegas Discount Nutrition. So I had some cereal in the morning. Oh, wow, I got my Bitcoin deposit of 0.00019. Thank you so much for the little Bitcoin deposit. $20 a Bitcoin. It's pretty cool. Somebody got mad that I was showing the addresses. They threatened to report me. They said that, and then the privacy on the people was a valid point. So I don't show the Bitcoin address anymore, just not upset that one person, because I want to be nice to people. I don't want to make them pissed. And we say our first name and initial only for the thank yous on the donations. So thank you for the $20 a Bitcoin. 5 whole chickens. Nah. I had 2 scoops of this vanilla whey that I get with some Reese's peanut butter cup cereal. I know, really healthy, right? I look at calories like calories, you know, for the most part. And then I had a couple more scoops of protein later on with a couple of slices of decent bread. But that's me for the day. Fall Out Boy. Lots of these bands from the 90s making a comeback, huh? It's pretty cool. Gotta like it, gotta love it. We're gonna sit here. I'm gonna see if I can get my my sign to work. I have the sign. No, I don't. Son of a biscuit. I thought I brought my sign with me. Well, that's fine. We'll just chat with you guys for a few minutes here. I'm getting pretty fatigued, actually. Fall Out Boy was the 2000s, 90s, whatever. Thoughts on intermittent fasting? You know, I used to be a diehard for intermittent fasting. Like, I used to be one of those people that would just, that's all I would ever advocate for. I think it's a good way of eating if you want to reduce your calories and manage your food and make your lifestyle easy. But I think that adhering to it for the long term can be a problem if you have an active social life and whatnot. Let's turn our noise isolation on because this is really loud. So, I mean, I still do it some days, not all days. And to get the benefits, are the benefits really there? Maybe. There's studies that show that intermittent fasting doesn't burn more calories than regular dieting. But it's all about adherence to the diet, so it's easier to adhere to it. Why did I sit right by this speaker? That's the stupidest thing I could have done. We got our water going on. You guys can ask a question. We're going to just chat and close out the stream right now. If you guys want to go to another stream, it wouldn't offend me whatsoever. But I like to connect with people on a deeper level on these. But I got to move because this thing is in my ear and I cannot even. Chicago. That's fine. Hold on. We're going to go somewhere else where it's less noisy. They cranked up the music. I don't know if I'll ever get to 100,000, dude. If I do, I'm very blessed. What else can I say, right? Dance, Steven, dance. Yeah, right. It's better over here. It's less loud, less noisy, less blaring in my ears. Anyway. Yeah, so Chicago. I don't even know what that is. That's music, right? I mean, it makes sense with the absinthe theme and stuff like that. Steven, who has a scheduled concert in Las Vegas. That's good. You know so much about that. I don't know why you don't have a channel on that, big fan. You'd be like a really good channel to go to for concert updates. You probably would have like a pretty good audience, if I'm being honest with you. Let's see, what else do we got? Intermittent fasting helps manage insulin production for those who have issues. Well, that's because you're not eating food. That's because you're not eating carbs. I mean, you could just go on a ketogenic diet and eat like a normal person at normal times if you wanted to get rid of insulin. I don't want to steal anything from any other publication. What are you, seriously? That's not true. I mean, everybody steals everything from everything. When I was looking at this video editor, and he does these prolific edits for like Jake Paul. He gets paid $10,000 a month to edit video for Jake Paul, you know? And that's because Jake Paul, they film all this stuff and they have to crunch it down into video blogs. And he has this channel where he shows people how to make their edits more interesting. And he was like, he's like, great artists borrow. No, good artists borrow, great artists steal. Pablo Picasso is quoted as saying that. So steal from everybody, dude. Are you serious? Absolutely you have to steal. And it's not stealing from a publication if you cite the source. Because if you open up your daily newspaper, in your case, big fan, it's probably the Edmonton Sun or the Edmonton Journal or whatever it's called. If you look in your newspaper, half those articles aren't written by journalists that work for the Edmonton Sun or whatever you got. They're a newswire from Associated Press. So they're buying content all the time. You just cite your sources. That's all you got to do. Everybody steals. He did this one video, that guy, where he showed a scene from like Batman Forever and a scene from 1970 whatever Superman. They're beat for beat nearly identical. People are stealing from themselves in Hollywood. They're stealing from themselves in the music industry. They're stealing from others on YouTube. They're stealing from others in literature. They're stealing from others in television. What the hell is Game of Thrones if it's not just Lord of the Rings? You know, J.R.R. Tolkien wrote Lord of the Rings in the 1970s. And then along comes, what's his name? George R. Martin. and he writes about naked dudes' dongs. Says there's Lord of the Rings, but it's got dongs in it. Right? Right. Imitation is the best form of flattery because it's easy, so much content. Some of them abuse that authority, though, and then steal it for their own and say it to an anonymous source. Well, that's the wrong way of doing it, and they'll eventually pay their price. No, screenshots are not fair use at all, period. Nothing is fair use. Nothing, not one thing. If you don't have certain contexts. If I wanted to do a video covering the Hangover movies, and I showed you that the Caesar's Palace Tower behind me is misrepresented in the movie, I'd have to editorialize. I either have to, number one, I have to editorialize and add something to it. Number two, I have to make a completely derivative work that is original from the original out of it. But if I even use 10 seconds of the Hangover movie and I don't editorialize it or make it a derivative work, then I am liable for copyright infringement under the DMCA laws. Spaceballs, Star Wars. J.R. Tolkien stole from J.R. Ewing. Haha, that's funny. I hate you, Steve, and your wife is beautiful. Thank you, Mark. Hi, Steve. What's the Sun Valley area or district in Las Vegas? Spring Valley, I think you're talking about. Spring Valley. The city as a whole is this giant rectangle that sits kind of horizontally. And then in the city, you have townships. Like you have Winchester, Nevada. You have Enterprise. These are little areas that existed before there was a comprehensive Las Vegas, so to speak. You have the city of Las Vegas. You have Summerlin, which is its own thing altogether. You have Henderson, which is an entire city with a city council and mayor. You have North Las Vegas. You have Paradise, Nevada, which is where all this sits. It's a special tax district. But either way, when you come to Vegas, you're going to have a Vegas zip code unless you live in Henderson or North Las Vegas. So if you're like my wife, you never want to move to Henderson because you want to have a Las Vegas address. You're going to live in any of those places with the exception of like Henderson or North Las Vegas. But yeah, for the most part, it's just it's a slang that people use to understand what part of the city you're in. So if I say I'm in Spring Valley, I'm on the west side somewhere of the strip for the most part, that kind of stuff. That's what that means. So there it is. By the way, now's the time you can ask me questions. As I told the chat, we lost 125 people, which is totally fine. I'm going to answer all your questions here. Let's go here. I steal from ChatGPT daily. Yeah, watch that though if you're using it for professional reasons, because if you're like making a business proposal and somebody runs it through a GPT detector, they'll know you're stealing. Some of them abuse that authority. Okay, imitation is the best form of flattery because it's easy. There's lots of content. Screenshots are fair use, and we already covered that. Star Wars was stolen from Dune. I don't know that Star Wars was stolen from Dune. I never read the original Dune novels. But there was a lawsuit that happened with Star Wars dating back to the 1980s where a kid from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, I believe it was Calgary, I want to say, he sued George Lucas. His family sued George Lucas, claiming that Ewoks in the third movie, I think that was Jedi or something, they took the idea from what the child had given to George Lucas at a comic convention or a sci-fi convention. They didn't win the lawsuit, suffice it to say. Hi, Steven. What's the Sun Valley area? JR. Okay. Steven, did you hear YouTube is cracking down on fake movie trailers? Well, the fake movie trailers are largely AI, right? And you're supposed to mark your work as AI. So if I created a drone shot of the Las Vegas Strip using AI, which I could do, and I made a video clip that was 8 seconds long, I'm supposed to check a box when I upload the video that says that this video contains AI-generated imagery or voice or non-organic elements. Nobody does that. Nobody does that on YouTube. They should be doing it, so that could be the crackdown. Cat loves the streams. I gotta say, I got to say the show ads behind you while I ain't going to them showed. Oh, Absinthe? Absinthe's a great show. Just this music is not your thing, that's cool, but Absinthe is a great show. It's a great show. Is there another story about Star Wars still from it's identical, but I can't remember what it's called? Steven, a sports bar from Vegas, put up 165 billboards in Edmonton Parkway. I saw that, yeah. So there's this local place in Vegas called Parkway Tavern. It's spelled PKWY. PKWY. and they bought 165 billboards all around the Edmonton area that said "Go Knights Go," and then they had over 110,000 views in one single day on X. It was brilliant marketing. Good for them. Good for them. Smart. They got their name in front of everybody in Vegas who was retweeting and showing that and everything. Is it worth it to pay for Sora? You don't have to pay for Sora if you're already paying $20 a month for ChatGPT Plus or whatever they call it. It's included with that plan. So if you're already paying for an advanced version of ChatGPT, you already have that included with Sora is already included. Sora is the AI video generator that OpenAI has included with that plan. So you don't have to pay for that. Mystere, what about Mystere? My wife saw it. She fell asleep. It's not a very good show, I've heard, but people seem to like it. Do you guys like Mystere? Tell me in the chats. Spaceball, Star Wars still had... Yeah, that's funny. Anyways, you guys are great. I love you guys. I'll be back on Friday. I'll be out and about filming tomorrow. If you're in town and you bump into me, please be sure to say hi. I like it when people bump into me and stuff like that. Thursday, we're going to have a Golden Knights game. It could be the last game of their season. They're not playing like they deserve to win. So if that's what they decide to do on Thursday, they'll be out on Thursday. In which case, I'll become an Edmonton Oilers fan, and I'll root for the team until they play possibly the Toronto Maple Leafs. Otherwise, I'm an Oilers guy for the rest of the playoffs. I want to thank you guys for watching, sharing, liking. If you guys want to reach out to me over any of the stuff that I ever said on this whole thing, you can send me an email at that address right there. Send me a text message if you guys want to as well. It's just a text line. Please don't call it. I won't answer it. When you call that line, that same number that you see is what appears on my caller ID. And I don't answer it because that's an open public line, and I got a lot of people saying some incredibly disgusting things to me. So I'll be back on Friday. Look for a video upload on Thursday. I don't know what the video will be about yet. We're working to basically work hard. Don't ever retreat in life. Don't let them bring you down, is what I want to say to you. And nothing in life is worth doing if it's not hard to do. I don't know anybody who is instantly famous. For every big band you see, they probably did 3,000 shows at dive bars over the course of 10 years to get there. And for everybody that you see that has success, there's a backstory to that success. And always remember your roots and your origins and who helped you got there, as that's important too. But if you quit things halfway through, you'll never have a good life for yourself. You'll just have a life where at the end of your life you've struggled, wondering what could have been if you'd only followed through on things. That's important too. Love you guys. You guys are great. We'll see you on Friday. Sure, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and look for a video on Thursday. Love y'all. Bye.